The SEC championship was an absolute clinic on running screens, using them to set up plays later in the game, and on defending screens. So we're going to take a look at the game and see what we can learn. Very first play, you have to build momentum and you got to get your playmakers touches early in the game. Here's like a 15-yard gain on the very first play to build momentum from Georgia. You're going to do this little motion swing pass. You need this edge rusher to crash. It's obviously the first play. They're probably thinking run, so he's going to crash. We're going to see how it puts the receiver in the corner one-on-one in a blocking scenario, and Zachariah Branch is going to effectively end up one-on-one with the safety. So receivers, you got to block your ass off when you're on the edge and let your guys go get all the space. Even if Branch doesn't really make a move to make that safety miss, he still had 10, 15 yards of space. So Georgia's going to come back again in that drive and try to run another screen. And this is where Alabama adjusts. Oh, look at 16 destroying the block, baby. If you're on the edge and you're the edge defender and you see a screen, you recognize the screen coming your way, you have to destroy the block. Put your face right in the dude's chest, explode out, bench press him off, and you're going to see how it slows down the path. Zachariah Branch has to bubble out, and all the rest of the guys get to swarm, and it's maybe a 2-yard gain at most. So that's another theme with Alabama adjusting. Now, Alabama didn't run a lot of screens themselves on offense, but boom! This is why it's important to recruit playmakers, honestly, and this is where it's not about the X's and O's, it's about the Jimmies and Joes. So Alabama, again, wants his edge defender to crash on the run and make it 2-on-2. But he's going to bump out. It makes it 3-on-2. But the blocking, they pull the O-line. It sets them up one-on-one, and this is where you either have to get out of an open field tackle if you're on offense, or you have to make the tackle if you're on defense, obviously. Now, Georgia runs a whole lot more screens in this game. Alabama only ran 2. They ran about 7. But Alabama was making good adjustments early on, and this is what I'm saying, destroying blocks. Now it's coming from the corner. You're going to see he completely seals the edge. So first, they're expecting this guy to crash again. That's a main theme of screens, to make it 2-on-2, 1-on-1 with the receiver in a corner. But he flies out there, and you're going to see all these guys swarm. It's a good adjustment by the defense. Now let's watch this corner. He's going to come in, boom, sets the edge like a champ, and forces the receiver to go back inside where all the dogs are humming to him, and you're not going to get a good gain at all. So seal the edge just like you're a defensive end on a run or something like that. Make sure he can't get outside of you, and funnel him back inside. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 something guys swarming, ready to knock this dude's head off. That's exactly how you play it. But this is the play that leads to a fake later in the game. Middle tunnel screen, another touch for Zachariah Branch. Early in the game, this is what you want to do. And again, it's good blocking, but it's just good playmaking. He's agile. He's able to hit a burst and get upfield. So that's what you got to love. That's what you're looking for. The very next play, they send a motion and they run a little swing, kind of swing screen, slip screen again. And here you're seeing that 2-on-2 where it ends up being a 1-on-1 with a corner and a receiver, and you got to be able to make a play. It's easy money. Now here's the fake, baby. You see the fake tunnel screen up in the middle, and then we're going to do a little stutter and go with the tight end, fake block, and you have all this space. The outside receiver is going to run off. So first looking at it, there's the middle tunnel screen that they just ran. We're going to see all these kind of DBs crash in because you've seen so many screens come earlier in the game. Now, number 7 is going to kind of stutter and go, and there's going to be all this space because that receiver is going to run off the back 2 guys right here. So all that space right there is wide open for him. Gunnar Stockton just has to toss in a nice kind of back shoulder to keep it away from the guys reacting, because it's still D1. These guys are still super fast. They can crash, but that is a perfect chess match example, and it led to a touchdown too. Now here's the second screen that Alabama run. It's a crafty kind of middle screen to Jeremy Bernard, and this is an absolute playmaking just masterclass. This is exactly what we were talking about with Ryan Williams. You have to be able to make plays even if the play seems dead. A double stiff arm touchdown. Now, another motion into a middle tunnel screen with Zachariah Branch. The game's kind of over right here, but just get your playmakers the ball and go seal the win for the Dogs. And look, all the boys go celebrate, and that's what you want.